Alright, Shalom, giving all praises and all glory unto Yahawah, Bahashem Yahweh, Shai, Bahashem Makakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Well, and Shalom to you, arguing and teaching this word around the globe with faith and truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Caleb from the GMS London Broadcasters Camp, coming back at you with another lesson to edify the Lord's elect. As always, I'd like to begin by saying that we are the real Hebrew Israelites. The real Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians and West Africans predominantly. However, you are going to get Israelites that do look like the other nations, because we as a people have been scattered amongst all nations throughout our various captivities. But if your seed line by your forefathers goes back to the men in the Bible that was named Israel, then you too are an Israelite, no matter what you may look like. Because the book of Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18 states that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers. So I wanted to do a lesson on this some time ago actually, but it slipped my mind. On the screen here you can see a image of this ginger cat here. Now this ginger cat became a bit of a celebrity because basically the cat's name's Bob, and over here in the UK, this cat became a bit of a celebrity because it befriended some homeless guy and started to follow him around after he cared for it, and it became basically his companion. And it made the news because he used to go out busking and selling the big issue and stuff like that. It made the news, and then they made a book about his story, a couple of books in fact, and they even made a few films about it, right? Now the reason why I wanted to do a lesson on this is because oftentimes when you're dealing with Edomites, there's one clear distinct difference between Jake and Esau, right? And the biggest distinction that I have found is that even if Jake is in the world, usually they will give credit to a higher power. Like if they say, oh, thank you, Jesus, or, if they're in, if they believe in Jehovah's wickedness, they're still trying to give some glory to some higher power, right? Like Jake in the world who doesn't know this truth. But Edomites, they never give glory to the Most High. Never, right? So the reason why I'm doing this lesson is because I believe the guy that this cat befriended was an Edomite. Because when you watch interviews regarding this guy and his story, or even if you read his books, I actually read 2 of the books and I watched 1 of the films. And it's like I meant to do a video on this some time ago, but I completely forgot about this. But yeah, not once in any of the books did he give credit to the Most High, at least not in the 2 that I read. I like cats, so this is kind of up my street of interest. And in the film, they never give great credit to the Most High. They give all the credit and the glory to the cat. They say, "Oh, the cat saved my life, and if it wasn't for the cat, I'd probably be dead," and all this kind of shit, right? So they're giving all the glory to this cat here called Bob. Now, I have a younger cousin who also likes cats, and I mentioned this film to her that maybe she'd enjoy watching it. So yesterday I thought, you know what, man, let me just do a quick check on IMDb, see what the reviews on this film are saying, because I haven't looked in a while. The film's called A Street Cat Named Bob, and they use the actual cat in the film, the real cat from this story they use in the film. Now, when I was checking the IMDb yesterday, which is the Internet Movie Database for those of you who don't know, I saw that the cat's listed as dead, and apparently the cat died last year in 2020, and they said it was probably about age 14. Now, I kind of laugh at this stuff because it's just funny because all these Edomites, right? I don't remember seeing any Jakes in the film coming up and stroking the cat or anything, right? It's mainly Edomites, right? And all these Edomites be talking all this shit, talking about, oh, Bob is such a wise soul. He's a guardian angel. Bob's your spiritual protector and all this kind of shit. But it's just a damn cat, man. It's funny because, as I say, these Edomites, they'll give glory to everything else under the sun, but not unto Yahawah Bahashem Yahweh. See, they attribute this man, because what happened is the man became successful after he wrote his books. They became bestsellers, so he was able to move off the streets and buy himself a little flat and shit, right? And my man never gave glory to the Most High. It was always giving glory to the damn cat. Now, let me play a little clip here. And you can see what I'm talking about. I'll just play a little bit of this.
I think we're all about to fall in love with this.
Bob, you're going to give me a high five. Come on.
Oh my God, that's just so amazing.
Of all the many things that cats do, I don't think I've ever...
Yeah, see, these Edomite women will be going up and knitting these scarves for the cat and all this kind of shit, right? Saying how Bob's such a wise soul and he's your guardian angel and all this kind of fucking folly, right? When it's actually the spirit of the Lord that made the cat do the things it's doing, man. So let's just play a bit of this.
Until I saw the film, I don't think I'd ever seen a cat give a high five.
Oh yeah, no. He does a few other tricks, but the fan favourite is always the high five. Yeah, you love your licky stick, don't you?
Yeah, well, he's just going to chill out during this interview. But James, let's start at the beginning of the story, because you moved to Australia when you were 3 years old, and you said that you moved with your mother, your parents had got divorced, and you said that actually that beginning stage to you through childhood was kind of rootless.
Yes, I was moving around often. Never in one primary school for very long at a time. Boarding schools, things like that. My mother was very much a working person, so I kind of got raised by au pairs and nannies pretty much for the younger years. And then I think because definitely I didn't have a social sort of standard set of friends, I didn't know how to properly, integrate. Yes, I often ended up trying to overcompensate and ended up getting bullied because kids are
He's like he's going, it's all right. Tell your story.
What are you saying? Where's the licky stick?
Oh, absolutely. And because of that, when I was 18, I thought I'd come back and try and reunite with my family over here, and I was quite a bit of a tearaway sort of goth when I came back, so piercings and long black hair, and I think it was a bit of a shock to my family, and my work didn't really go through very well, and I ended up sleeping on couches, and then when I ran out of couches to sleep on, I was sleeping rough.
Sleeping rough, and with that hand in hand, and you say actually initially it was a coping strategy that you turned to heroin.
Yes, it's it's an escape, isn't it? It's when you're out on the streets, you look for any way to try and be more comfortable, and it's
numb the feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
And it did just that. Watching the film, what's extraordinary is that you were picked up and helped. Joanne Froggatt plays the counsellor in the film that you were helped by, and you got the opportunity to move into some accommodation, which sort of seemed to be the start of your recovery. But then discovering Bob. Now, in the film, Bob breaks in and starts eating your cornflakes. In real life, you discovered him and he was injured, is that right?
He was sitting on my doorstep, yeah, and he had a big abscess on his leg. Well, it wasn't my doorstep, it was the same doorstep on the ground floor, of which I was on the 5th floor, and he'd been sitting there for 3 days on this mat, and I knocked on the door and I said, your cat's been out here for 3 days, and they're like, oh, it's not my cat. So I invited him up, and I had some cat some tuna and stuff, which I gave him. And while I was feeding him, I discovered the abscess on his back leg, took him to the RSPCA and spent literally the last money I'd made from busking the day before on his antibiotics, which I've had to feed him for 2 weeks. During that time, trying to find where he lived. Couldn't, and then tried to send him on his way thinking he might know where he's going. And instead, he started following me a little more each day until one day he actually got on the bus with me, like in that scene.
And that's the clip that we just saw. And for you, I mean, it was even bigger than this, because this was start of a friendship that you two have, and you sort of put it down to him that he's saved you in a way because of the responsibility you had towards him.
You see that? See what she's saying? He saved you in a way. What kind of madness is this, man? Is this little cat here called Yahawahs? No. Yahawahs saves, man. He delivers, man. This cat, the spirit of the Lord just put a spirit on this cat, but guess what? He made the cat follow this Edomite around, but this Edomite's not giving any glory to the Most High. That's why the Most High killed the cat. The cat's dead now. Apparently got struck by a car in 2020, and I'll get into that in a minute.
A child, yeah, he taught me that I had to, buckle up, and well, because he was there, he was following me around and stuff like that. I had to, take responsibility for him, and I didn't know it then, but the love that he was giving me was helping me to change my ways.
Amazing.
So this is now the movie, and Luke, you play him in the movie. James was there every step of the way, so that must be quite a unique acting experience for you.
Well, I could hang around with James all the time.
Just quickly, so basically that's the gist of the story, right? Let me get a couple of presets before I show a bit more. So we're going to go to Bear with me. So you want Isaiah 6:3. Isaiah 6:3 says, "And one cried unto another and said." Now let me read this, right? From verse 1. "In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Above it stood the seraphims, each one had 6 wings. With 20 he covered his face, with 20 he covered his feet, and with 20 he did fly. And one cried unto the other, and said, Holy, holy, holy is Yahweh of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory." Right, so all praise belongeth to Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi. But these Edomites don't consider Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi. Jump into Isaiah 48:11. It says, "For mine own sake, even for mine own sake, I will do it. For how should my name be polluted? I will not give my glory unto another." Read that again. "For mine own sake, even for mine own sake, will I do it. For how should my name be polluted? I will not give my glory unto another." So all the glory belongs to Yahweh Shai, right? There's another precept I want to get here. What are we looking for? Romans 1 and verse 23. Romans 1 and verse 23 says, starting from verse 21, "Because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and to 4-footed beasts, and to creeping things. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lusts of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen." Amen. So jumping back to this, these Edomites, they don't give glory to Yahweh, and they never will. It's just their nature. As I said, this is one of the things which allows you to it's the wrong thing. One of the things that allows you to see an Edomite, man, because they were giving all the glory to this cat, right? They even made a book called The World According to Bob. This cat, as if it's got the breakdowns on all the world and what's going on. For example, when Daniel was thrown in the lion's den. Let me get that one. Right. So bear with me. Right, jumping back to the scriptures. Daniel 6. Starting from verse 16. Right, then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, Thy God whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee. Did he say, there's a lion in there called Ralph, and he's going to deliver you? No, he said, the Most High will deliver him, right? And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet, and the signet of his lords, that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel. Then the king went to his palace, and passed the night fasting. Neither were the instruments of music brought before him, and his sleep went from him. Then the king arose early in the morning, and went in haste unto the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living power, is thy God, whom thou servest continually, able to deliver thee from the lions? Then Daniel said unto the king, O king, live forever. My power hath sent his angel, and he hath shut the lions' mouths, that they have not hurt me. For as much as before him in innocency was found in me, also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt. Then the king was exceedingly glad for him, and commanded that he should take Daniel up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no manner of hurt was found upon him, because he believed in his God. Right? So it was the angel that stopped the mouths of the lions, because Daniel believed in Yahweh. Right? Not because Daniel believed in some lion named Ralph, that he'd save his life and deliver him, and they'd be best friends, and they'd write books and go on world tours and all this kind of shit without giving glory to the Most High. No, Daniel was delivered because he feared the Most High and gave glory unto the Most High. That's what I'm saying, man. These Edomites, they ain't got no fucking when it comes to spiritual matters concerning the Lord, they're as dumb as rocks, man. So yeah, this cat, right? Where we at? That's not what I want. So bear with me, right? It's a bit slow on the internet today for some reason. Right, so yeah, this film came out in 2016, and they used the cat in the film. The film was decent, you know. I'm not gonna lie, it is, you know, reasonably entertaining. But where's the cast? Like Bob the Cat, yeah. Bob the Cat died 13th of June 2020, age 14. So it died last year because it got licked down by a car. But now the ironic thing is that they're still giving glory to the cat. Let me go back to YouTube. Alright, check this out. That's not what I want. That's not what I want either. Right, so yeah.
Download a free audiobook with your 30-day trial.
This cat. It's just funny shit, man. I mean,
I know statues are a very hot topic at the moment, but I think this is a statue that everyone can get behind. Every single day that Bob and I were, you know, selling the big issue and, you know, sleeping rough and things like that, they're permanently ingrained in my memory. And, you know, obviously all of the adventures we went on afterwards, all the places we went to, all the book signings we did, you know, all those special moments are just, every single one of them is locked up there, and it's, you know, it's the stark difference between the two lives that we led to.
See, this guy's broken now because his savior's gone. Whereas if he understood the spiritual things of the Most High, he'll understand that this cat's spirit, you know, is already inhabiting another cat. Because I believe it's in Ecclesiastes, it says the spirit of a man goes upwards before the throne of the Most High, and the spirit of the animal returns to the earth. So when an animal dies, its spirit goes into another animal, obviously of his same nature. A dog into a dog, a cat into a cat, you know, a horse into a horse, whatever. Roughly paraphrasing that precept.
Together, you know.
So the Most High killed the cat, right? And this guy still ain't giving no glory to the Most High. He's still there, stuck on oh, the cat was my savior and all this kind of folly, man.
Bob Bob certainly wasn't like other cats. And I'm pleased to say that you can see his character.
To the cat there on the wall. It's got so like you know, this guy's clearly hurting, right? Because that cat was indeed somewhat unique, but still, man, maybe if you'd have given glory to the Most High where it belonged, the cat wouldn't be dead. Because the Most High done that to bring judgment on your ass, man.
In the statue, when we went out to the Brecon Beacons to see the clay in the studio, I saw him in there, and I burst into tears. He is in that statue.
He is in that statue. He is in that statue. Oh, so where's the statue? The statue is out in somewhere in London. Where is it? I don't know if I would have seen it on this one, but the fact of the matter, yeah, there we are.
A bronze statue of street cat Bob has been unveiled in North London in tribute to the London cat whose story touched the heart of millions of people worldwide. The former big issue seller James Bowen found Bob injured and abandoned. In turn, the cat helped him. Aisha Baksh reports from Islington.
He was a tomcat that once lived on the streets of London. And while busking and selling the big issue, his owner, James, who was also homeless, wrote a best-selling book about how this incredible pet helped him turn his life around. Sadly, last summer, the 14-year-old famous feline died, and it was decided a permanent memorial should be created in his honour, where he and James used to hang out on Islington Green.
He is one of a kind, and obviously I've been handling.
Where he and James used to hang out on Islington Green.
What's it say? He is my companion, my best friend, my teacher, and my soulmate, and he will remain all of those things always. Come on, man. Oh man, that's the speech of an Edomite right there, man. Look at the glory they're giving to the cat, man.
He is one of a kind, and obviously I've been coping with the loss, but this is very cathartic here. But I mean, yeah, he's left a hole in my heart, but at least I've got the memories, and you know, he'll always be a part of me.
The statue was created by specialist animal sculptor Tanya Russell, and the memorial was crowdfunded by supporters. When James's book was made into a Hollywood film, Bob sometimes played himself. It helped create a legion of dedicated fans known as Bobites, some of whom...
Look at this. You've got dedicated fans called Bobites, and they're Edomites.
made the pilgrimage to North London for the
Ain't no Jakes up in there, man. These Edomites giving all this glory to this damn cat, man.
unveiling.
It's a wonderful, wonderful sculpture memorial, and I expect we'll be meeting up here, me and the other Bobite and street cat friends.
Seeing what Bob had done for James and what cats can give back.
Memorial, and I expect we'll be meeting up here, me and the other Bobite and street cat friends.
Seeing what Bob had done for James and what cats can give back, I decided to adopt a rescue cat who was also a stray like Bob.
Also at the ceremony was local big issue seller William Herbert, who remembers Bob and says James's story is an inspiration.
1 minute he's selling papers, next minute he's got films out and books, yeah. Let's say doing very well for himself, yeah. And I wish him the best. And since I've been doing the issue, my life's got a little bit better as well. I've got some lovely customers.
James hopes the area will be a peaceful place for both animals.
See that little urn there? That's the ashes of Bob in that urn. People can't let it go, man.
And people to meet. And to remember how given a chance and some extra support, the homeless can make a difference. Aisha Baksh, BBC London.
Right, so let's see what the comments on this thing are saying. Our comments are turned off. But if you go to like some of the other videos, you see...
Listen to Jill Hop with your screen locked and study uninterrupted. Try YouTube Premium on us.
Well, hello and welcome to the one.
Yeah, so look at the comments. R.I.P. Bob, 2007-2020. Sometimes angels have 4 feet. Sometimes your guardian angel comes to you in the shape of a cat. R.I.P. Hope James gets a bronze statue made. Can't stop crying. Rest in peace, mate. One cat chose his human to save. Now it's an international story. We all have one cat inspiring and saving countless people all over the world. Truly a special creature. Come on, man. It's fucking folly, man. It's just a damn cat, man. Feel sorry for your loss, James. There can never be a cat like him. Cats are God's amazing angel. I'm getting sick of reading this shit, man. Let's go to Exodus. Salakia, flipping it back because the screen's flipping around. Salakia. So, Exodus, what do we want? 20. From verse 1. And the Most High spake these words, saying, I am Yahweh thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh, am thy power, and am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me. So these Edomites hate the Most High, but they'll be quick to give some glory unto some cat. So one last precept, and I'm going to close this out. Romans back again, yeah. Romans 6. Is it 6? It's like it's just finding the precept. Yeah. Romans 1 verse 23. Come on, man. Where's your Romans? Right, Romans 1 and 21 again. Because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. But professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image like unto corruptible man, and to birds, and to 4-footed beasts, and creeping things. Was a 4-footed beast a cat? Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonour their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Right? So there you go. That's it, man. You're not supposed to be heaping all this praise and glory onto a cat. Yeah, the cat was, fairly unique. It did have a personality to it, but all praise and glory first and foremost belongs unto Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. So I hope that's been just a little quick edifying lesson. I meant to do this lesson ages ago, but I actually forgot about this story. But yeah, I just found out the cat's dead, so I thought, you know what, man, let me just do a video on this. So yeah, right, giving all praise and glory as always unto Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Makakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great most honourable one. Shalom to you, Akim, teaching this word around the globe with faith and truth and sincerity. And I'll catch you on the next lesson, Lord's willing. Shalom for now.